Hey guys, what's up? Plastic Guy here, coming back with another figure review, and today we're taking a look at both Daredevil and Blade from the latest Marvel Legends wave. Both of these figures look so good. We've got Daredevil taking on a more stylized look and straying away from that more classic costume design. This is how Daredevil looked in the latest run of comics. I'm not a big comic reader, but I did pick up the latest run of Daredevil and I really liked it. I thought it was really entertaining. I did quite like the look of Daredevil in that series. It's not my favourite look to Daredevil, but I definitely think he looks good here in figure form. And on top of that, we don't actually have that many Daredevil Marvel Legends figures, and the ones that we do have go for quite a price over on the aftermarket, and so yeah, I'll take what I can get with new Daredevil Marvel Legends. We then also got the brand new Blade, and oh man, I have been waiting for a new Blade Marvel Legends figure for years. The last one that came out was back in 2017, and safe to say I missed that release, and that figure went for crazy prices once again on the aftermarket. You couldn't even contemplate picking one up just with how expensive they were. So I think myself, along with a lot of other collectors, have been waiting for that new Blade Marvel Legends, and he has finally arrived, and I cannot wait to take a closer look at both of these figures here in this video. So let me know what you guys think of these two down in the comment section below, and let's not wait any longer, let's just jump right into the video. So let's do what we always do and take a closer look at the packaging. We've got the front of the boxes here, and as you can see, we are back to having the window boxes here with Marvel Legends. I was going to go on a wee bit about the whole windowless packaging thing, and I'll try and keep it short, because personally I'm really not too bothered. It doesn't really make a difference to me. I'm definitely more concerned with the figure that is inside the packaging rather than the box that it comes in. When they were going on about being plastic free and going for the windowless packaging in an attempt to, you know, help do our bit to save the planet, I was all for it. I thought that sounded like a nice idea. However, there were a lot of complaints. A lot of collectors wanted the old boxes back, and I think these boxes are great. I think it is definitely a lot more collector friendly, a lot more aesthetically friendly, and you can see exactly what figure you're getting, what's coming with the figure. Yeah, as I said, either way I'm totally fine with it, as long as the figure inside is of quality. So we can see on both boxes here we have Marvel Legends series up the top, Marvel Knights. We then get the name of the figure at the bottom. Up the top here we have a really nice Blade logo, and this is the Mindless One Build-A-Figure. Really nice Daredevil logo on the top of this one. We see Daredevil down at the bottom. We got the side of the packages here, which have some really nice artwork of the comic versions of these figures on the side. And then we get the back of the packages here. So if you want to read the write-ups, hit that pause button now. And then these are also the rest of the figures in the wave. I don't actually remember seeing that Iron Man at all. I'll need to go back, check that out. Yeah, I'm tempted to pick up Luke Cage. Don't really need any hand ninjas, don't really need any of the other figures. I'm going to check out Iron Man. But yeah, I might get Luke Cage at some point. Let me know down in the comment sections what other figures you're going to pick up from this wave. And so here is our two figures out of the packaging, and let's take a closer look at what we get with Daredevil and Blade. First up, let's take a closer look at Daredevil. We get this longer sword type weapon. I don't know the official name for this weapon here, but it looks gnarly. I'm really happy to get this. I definitely don't already own any type of weapon in figure form like this, so this is something a bit different and it looks great. Really nice metal paint, really good sculpt on there, and you get this red staff going to the other blade, and it looks like this will, oh maybe not, it looks like it would go in half, but no, it's not coming apart. So that is just one piece. I can't get it apart anyway. It looks like it should, but nah, I'm calling it. This is just one solid weapon. Yeah, I really like it. Something that's really cool. And then we get these standard billy clubs that we've seen over and over again with our Daredevil action figures. So we get two of these, nice red that matches the costume, and this does come apart. You can put them together to create one long one. So billy clubs and this long sword type ninja weapon for Daredevil, and then with Blade we get treated, man. I've brought this up a few times before in videos taking a look at Marvel Legends, because you go through the motions. The last Marvel Legends figures that we looked at on the channel, I believe, was Kingpin and Yelena that recently came out, and the accessories for them were dire. I mean, they were pretty much non-existent. Same with the Ben Reilly Spider-Man Wave figures, there were no accessories with them. Daredevil here, not too bad, but it's still pretty weak, right? And then Blade, we get a great assortment here. We get some interchangeable hands first off, so we have these fisted hands in with the figure at the moment, and then we get these hands that are going to be able to hold all the accessories that we get. We get these holding grabby hands here. We then get, once again, I do not know the names of these weapons, but they look sick. These look incredible. We get two of these and they are gnarly. I like the sculpting in the middle. I like the whole sculpt, to be honest. The blades look great. Nice metallic paint on them. Nice shine. These are awesome. We get two of them. We then get two wooden stakes, which once again look really good. Nice paint job on them. Nice wooden effect. Two of these, which is fantastic. And one long looking gnarly sword. This is a really nice sculpt. Really good paint on there, nice thickness to it, it's not too bent, it is a bit bendy, but it's nice and sturdy. Red handle, this looks really good, and this ports into the back of the figure as well. You can see we have this sword sheath there, and this will just slide in, like so. So yeah, that's really neat. We'll look more at the figure shortly, because there is one last thing that this figure comes with, and I'm not quite sure what it does yet, but we get this red sort of smoke effect. I don't know if it will port on somewhere on the figure. It looks like something might port in here. Is it going to go along his arm? I'm not too sure yet. We'll suss it out. But yeah, really happy with the accessories that we get with Blade. Daredevil is not bad. It could be a lot better, I suppose. Like maybe a Matt Murdock head. Come on. We'll go through Daredevil first, for no reason in particular, but let's start with the head sculpt. I think the head sculpt makes this figure, it looks really, really good. I love bearded Matt Murdock here. He looks ruthless, it looks like he means business. You know, I would not want this Daredevil hunting me down. And I might just be saying that because, as I mentioned at the start of the video, I did actually read this comic line, and it was great seeing Daredevil. Really, he is quite relentless, and I think the costume does match that kind of vibe, especially up at the head sculpt here. I think the eyes are quite nicely painted. They do stand out compared to the rest of the mask. Horns are really nicely sculpted on there, but it is all just this kind of one flat red. We get the skin tone, which looks quite pale, but I do think that is quite fitting for the character. And yeah, as I mentioned, the beard is spot on, and you get this kind of longer, messy hair at the back. So I do really like the head sculpt of this figure. Let's do a quick head swap. Let's see if it will fit on nicely to the 3-pack Daredevil. Hell yeah, man, that looks pretty sick. I really like how that looks. So yeah, you're going to get some good head swaps with this new Daredevil figure here. Ooh, yeah, that looks so good, man. Really happy with that. We'll see how the 3-pack looks on our new base body here. It's a bit of a tight fit, I'll leave it at that at the moment. Doesn't really work. This hood kind of bit coming down doesn't come off. That is sculpted on there, and yeah, it looks like that. I think the rest of the body does look really good as well. What stands out to me though is there's no butterfly joints here, and I think the figure will suffer a wee bit when it comes to the range of movement and trying to get Daredevil into some dynamic poses. I've not tried to pose any of these figures around yet. I will do that tomorrow and get some pictures up to the Instagram at the same time that I'm posting this video, so I'll leave the link to my Instagram in the description below. Feel free to hop on over there and check out any of my pictures on these two figures. You get this great ab crunch. He moves really far forward, pretty far back, and you get this waist swivel as well. The arms are going to move, you know, up all around. You've got this double jointed elbow here, and the figure is pinless as well, so it does look very slick, very sleek. But yeah, trying to get the arms moving in the way isn't going to be as good as if he had some butterfly joints, and it is a shame that they haven't given him that. But yeah, it's not the worst. You're still going to have a lot of fun with this figure. Looking at the arms, you have some sculpted detail in the shoulder pads here, and then the gauntlets and the wrist wraps, or the hand wraps, look really good. It is all just the same shade of red, but the sculpting's there and it looks really nice. Nothing really on the back of the figure, same obviously in this arm here. It is probably worth noting as well that your sheath for the billy clubs are down the side here, and it will restrict getting that arm further into the body. You can kind of play around with this a wee bit, but oh, that's probably a bit better for me. I do like having the arms in at the side there, and you could probably just leave that. Round at the back, good logo. I do like, I think my biggest complaint with the 3-pack Daredevil was the logo was invisible. This one's got that nice black logo, nice detail in there. And then you've got the legs, and these look sick, man. It looks like Daredevil kind of mixed with a ninja. You've got these baggy sweatpant looking things with the wrapped, what, they're not shoes, but I suppose this is the ninja vibes I'm getting. These shoes here, the way they're kind of all wrapped around the feet and the shins and whatnot, reminiscent of the arms up here. It all kind of comes together, got a nice paint to it, nicely sculpted. I think overall this figure looks the part. It looks really good, especially capturing Daredevil from that comic run. Even if you're not a fan of those comics, I think this figure looks fantastic. And yeah, as I said, I can't wait to kind of pose him around tomorrow and get some pictures up to Instagram. And then finally, a figure that I have waited years for. We have an updated Blade Marvel Legends figure, and this thing does look so good off the bat. The head sculpt looks incredible. Look at that sculpt. They have nailed this Blade head sculpt. This looks so gnarly. He looks scary. Look at those vampire teeth. So fitting for Halloween as well. I'm so stoked on this guy. The hair looks really good, that flat top, got some nice sculpting going on at the sides. The glasses on point, that mouth expression, yeah. This is the best Blade Marvel Legends head sculpt to date. And the only complaint that I have is that we didn't get an alternate head sculpt with this figure, because this is amazing. But I don't want my Blade going Super Saiyan all the time. I don't want him in attack mode. I want some neutral stances, you know, and it would have been really good to get a more neutral face sculpt to the same level as this. I think that is this figure's biggest downside, because we get such a great amount of accessories with the swords and the stakes, the hands and the whatever that is. An alternative head would have just made this maybe best Marvel Legends of the year so far. Mate, that's a strong statement. I will need to go back and kind of review, but yeah, defo this is in the top 5 for me at the moment. Looking at the rest of the figure, the chest body area here has some really nice texturing going on. It's really nice when the light hits it there. Articulation, let's see, he's got a pretty good ab crunch there, and you're not really going to be able to get him too far back with this big trench coat. But yeah, I do like that ab crunch, and I like the sculpting, the texturing and everything in that bit. Looks really good. I think the coat looks amazing. This is really, really nice. I love the red undertone here, and then just looking at it, the way it drapes around the figure, it's excellent. It suits Blade so well. And the only downside to the coat and to the figure, this is as far in as the arms are going to go, and I don't know if it's just completely restricted with the coat, if there's something else going on, but that is as far in as the arms will go, and that is a wee bit disappointing, but not enough to ruin the figure for me, because I think he looks pretty gnarly when he is in this stance. The arms, you can see the coat's kind of ruffled up. We do have the pins on show here, which is a shame, especially because Daredevil is pinless. But, you know, I'll take what I can get with an updated Blade Marvel Legends at this point. Yeah, yeah, we got the pins, double jointed elbows, nice area here, and then you get the kind of sculpted trousers. Looking at past Blade Marvel Legends figures, I'm a bit disappointed that we don't get some like silver bullets or something sculpted onto the leg. It is just these combat trousers, which are really nicely sculpted, and it is also pinless here, so it is a shame once again we don't get the pinless arms, but we get pinless legs. Nice sculpt, nice paint to them, nice boots. Yeah, really nice looking figure with little downside. I'm just so stoked to get this new Blade Marvel Legends. I think he looks the part, and as I said, I'll be posing him around tomorrow and hopefully get this guy in some gnarly poses. I'm going to pose Daredevil and Blade together. Seeing as I'm reviewing them together, I've bought them together, I want to do a wee set for Insta with these two, Daredevil and Blade. Pretty cool combo. And so for a quick figure comparison, we have our new Daredevil next to the 3-pack Daredevil, and we have our brand new Marvel Legends Blade next to the Toy Biz movie Blade. And yeah, I'm so happy to get an upgrade for this guy because this is the only Blade figure that I have in the collection right now. I was tempted to pick up the Diamond Select Blade figure that just released, but I was holding out for a Marvel Legends, and I'm glad that this guy has came along because yeah, he's filled that spot so well. And I can't look at this figure without saying how incredible this head sculpt is. I mean, they have nailed Wesley Snipes. I said it when we looked at this figure on the channel, and I'm going to be saying it forevermore because it is insane that this figure came out around 20 years ago and has the head sculpt that it does. And yeah, I'm really happy with our 2 latest Daredevil editions. I hope Marvel Legends keeps them coming. And then for more of a Marvel Legends comparison, we have our new Daredevil and Blade next to Spidey, Wolverine and Ghost Rider. Bit of a random assortment, but 3 other great Marvel Legends figures, and we can see that our new guys fit in pretty damn well. And so there we have it for our brand new Daredevil and Blade Marvel Legends action figures, and I would recommend both of these. I think Daredevil's a strong Marvel Legends, we get a nice sword, we get the billy clubs, and a great Daredevil figure. It might not be for everyone, it might be for more of the hardcore Daredevil fans. If you're a fan of the latest run, then you're probably more likely to pick up this figure. If you're more of a casual collector, then you can probably easily give this one a miss. It's not amazing, it's not like an outstanding must-have, but yeah, strong entry. I'm definitely glad that we get him, something a bit different and a really cool solid Marvel Legends figure overall. And then Blade, defo go for this one, man. I mean, if you don't have a Blade in the collection already, I'm sure this is going to be the guy for you. Some great accessories and a fantastic sculpt. I cannot wait to pose both of these guys around and get some pictures up on the Instagram. Once again, I'll leave the link to my Instagram in the description below, so feel free to check that out. And let me know what you guys think of these figures down in the comments section below. Let me know what you think of the rest of the wave. I'm pretty chuffed with it. I think it was a decent wave, and I hope to see more of this quality from Marvel Legends just based on these 2 anyway. Feel free to hop on over to the channel page, guys. Check out any of my other videos. There's plenty of Marvel Legends content and other stuff that it would be awesome if you could check out. It's so awesome that you've watched this video right here, so thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll catch yous on the flip-flop later. Cheers.